Guys, welcome to Church Chats. It's Luke here. I'm without Lauren at the moment, but we thought we'd just come to you from a bit of a different angle this week. You may have missed the church building, and this is where we are. We miss seeing you in all these seats. It's a bit of vlog style this week, so we're pumped to get stuck into what we're doing this week. This is a stage, all the behind-the-scenes sort of props that are not many hands. I was going to say a lot of people have been chipping in to help out with, but only 5 at all times. So over here is my wonderful co-host, Lauren.
How you going?
Good
to see you.
Yeah, you too.
We are socially distancing, aren't we?
We are.
Definitely at least 3 meters.
Yeah, there's a whole rug between us, so I think we're safe. Guys, this is just Church Chats from another angle this week. We've got some exciting things planned for you, don't we, Lauren?
Yes. So Church Chats is basically just a way to connect with us and get away from your everyday day, as it can get pretty much the same old. So yeah, we just want to encourage you guys just to sit back, relax, enjoy the show as usual. We have an exciting guest today, so stay tuned for that. But before we get into it, Luke, I believe about a month ago, if I'm correct, you got married in an isolation wedding. How was that?
I did. Yes, it was great. It was, I've got nothing to compare it to. So I've never been married previously, so it was awesome. I don't know what a normal situation is like, but yeah, it was a little different. We had my immediate family, their plus ones at my parents' house. And Jenna walked down the hallway instead of the aisle in the church. So yeah, exciting times, loving being married. Shout out to Jenna, my wife. And yeah, looking forward to what's to come and celebrating with all you guys when we can.
It would actually make a pretty good wedding video as well, because you were vlogging it basically. Like, it started off with Luke in the cupboard, no, the pantry.
Yeah, I was.
It was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool vlog, really. It was quite unique. So congrats to you.
Thank you. I never imagined doing it that way. But enough about me. We are going to get stuck into Church Chats and have a chat to Kim Smith this week. So Kim spoke here at church not too long ago.
Yeah.
Let's get stuck in.
Let's get into it. Hey, Kim, can you hear us okay?
We can.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. It's good to see you. We'll just get straight into it. So I believe there is a well-loved member in this church that you know very well. Do you mind, letting us know who that is and what the connection is there?
Yeah, so respectfully, you know her as the Right Honourable Elder Valmae Dawson. I refer to her as Mumsy, or sometimes Silves, short for Silver. So, but yes, you have my dear old mum. Keep looking after her. She loves your church, but you just need to keep being kind to her, okay?
That's right, thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do for work?
So I work at the Baptist Union of Victoria. My role is the Generations and Emerging Leaders pastor. So I have the privilege of pastorally overseeing all of the pastors and leaders who work in our generations ministries in over 240 churches across the state. So kids, youth, families, young adults, pastors and leaders, anyone who's sort of engaging in the generational ministry space, and also working with churches to help them keep that generational conversation on the table. So making sure that we're all doing our best to really reflect church as family, where all generations are included, and a particular emphasis on giving emerging leadership a place to develop and flourish, so that we have a really strong church moving forward as well.
Awesome. That's a cool little gig you have there. That's really cool.
Yeah, it goes okay.
Can you tell us some hobbies, I guess, when you're not working and doing those things? What are some hobbies that you do, and even, I guess, some things that you've picked up during COVID?
Yes. Well, I am a crocheter. And I'm okay about that. And I've been doing an awful lot of crocheting in this time, with all this extra sort of, time in the home that I've been able to enjoy. I actually did order one of those paint by numbers, but I only got a little way into that. We need to sort of reorient. And also, of course, I've been doing jigsaws, because you just need a jigsaw on your table. Otherwise, are you really even doing lockdown properly? I don't know.
I love that. Crochet. Maybe that's something I need to give it. Would you recommend it, Kim? Should I try?
Highly recommend. It's very therapeutic, and then you actually can do something with what you create.
Okay. Maybe, look, it's not something I'd thought about. Puzzles, I'd probably just stick to puzzles and card games, but crochet, I'll have to give it a look at, I guess.
I like to see it before I believe it, Luke.
Yeah, look.
Come on.
I don't know what my dedication to committing getting a finished project is, but maybe I'll give it a go. Moving on, you mentioned briefly, Kim, about the BUV and your role there. I'm sure as majority of us, our roles have changed in whatever workplace or profession we have through COVID. Can you share just a little bit about how your role has had to, or how you've had to adapt with your role at BUV and what that kind of looks like pre and post or current isolation?
Yeah, well, we've been working remotely. The BUV Resource Hub have been working from home since the middle of March. So we're deep into a very different way of operating, but all systems firing in terms of our main goals, which is around just helping churches flourish and to see them really thrive in the context that they're planted. And of course, that's changed a lot in terms of how we're trying to support and resource churches, connect them with other churches, make sure that we're not all reinventing the wheel out there in each of those church spaces, but drawing from the expertise of one another. So a lot of online chat, trying to draw together people who are in like ministry spaces for both pastoral and sort of personal support, but also to share ideas and collaborate so that we can be most effective in this time, and also so we can respond quickly to all these changes that are coming so rapidly.
Thanks for that. Yeah, I feel like with all the changes, it's just daily and weekly, you just have to learn to adapt at the moment. So it sounds like you guys are doing that and doing that well. So well done.
And our churches are doing an excellent job of that. We've been so impressed just to see churches like yourselves, but everybody's had to just respond so quickly, and things just change from week to week. And just when you think you've sorted something out, a new restriction comes in place. So we've been just super encouraged, and the whole of the BUV staff, we meet weekly and we pray for all our churches, and we're really keen to be able to continue to just cheer you on as you're doing God's work out there in the communities that you've planted.
That's awesome. I'm glad. Thanks. I'm glad. It would be cool being in your position. I feel like we have so much limited time to work on just what we're doing internally, to be able to see what the other churches are doing. I'm sure it's similar space, but that's cool.
It is.
And yeah, I guess with that, like we look forward to, Kim came and spoke at Mill Park. I think it was sometime late last year, maybe. It's a few months back, but who knows when, But yeah, we look forward to when that can be again. I guess next question would be no doubt, God's continually teaching us lots of different things for all of us. We're all on our own journey, regardless of COVID. But have there been any particular sort of lessons, I guess, that you've learnt or been shown recently, whether it's COVID or not related, that you've got yourself on a bit of a journey on?
Yeah, I guess personally for me, I mean, anyone who knows me even a little bit knows I'm a raging extrovert. I live by myself. And so this has not been my ideal life environment, life change. But particularly, I'm a massive fan of the local church. I love being connected with other people. I love, as you said, I love being able to come and visit and preach and connecting with what God's doing across the state. So for me personally, it's been a challenge of understanding what it looks like to do worship and faith life, and particularly community of faith in this season. And that's what we're seeing too at the BUV level, is just asking those questions. So what are the important things that we need to try and maintain in these changed environments? And one of the things that has stood out really powerfully across all of our churches and ministries and those that are thriving and the universal challenges that people are experiencing is that it is about connection, not content. People are more interested in being connected to people than they are in being entertained or, having a program or whatever. It turns out that people are what matters most. And I guess that's always been on God's heart. And so it's good for us to catch up to that a little bit. But then also it's a challenge for us to respond. What does it look like for me to do my faith journey as part of a faith community when I can't physically be with them? And then to multiply that out, how do churches help to facilitate that connectedness with faith community when we're all in our individual homes?
That's some good stuff in there. I think that one of the benefits, even if there aren't many benefits of COVID, is that once we come out the other end of this, we will have learnt so many new ways to adapt and, I guess, learn how to communicate, learn how to better do community, and that's what we've got to sort of continue to focus on. So that's great that in some ways we are being forced to do that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Now, on a more personal level again, I believe there might be some exciting news coming for you from this Friday onwards. Can you share a little about that?
Yes. Well, I've just, for the most of this year, I've been on the pathway of being accredited as a foster carer. And so next weekend, I'll be welcoming a young one into my home. So I will be an instant mum of sorts to a young girl, which I'm really excited about. And of course, insanely overwhelmed by the idea of that, but it's been a great process to be part of, and I'm looking forward to seeing what God's up to with that one in the future.
That is so exciting. Oh, imagine I can't even imagine how exciting that is for you. Bit of a long process as well, hey, isn't it? Yeah. Just going a little bit light direction, but I guess as soon as the COVID season is over, if you could travel anywhere you want, where would you go?
I have to go to Thailand because I was meant to go to Thailand earlier this year and I have a voucher that's going to expire. So that I have to get there and use that. So that's the goal. And also my best friend is meant to be living there. She's trapped here in Australia at the moment. So it's a bit of frustration for her. So if I'm holidaying in Thailand, that probably means she's managed to get back to Thailand. So that would definitely be the goal.
Hopefully that can happen for you soon then. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for a lot of travel plans for a lot of people. And one more as well. If you could have a meet and greet with anyone, dead or alive, and it can't be Jesus, no Jesus, who would it be?
I would say Walt Disney. So I'm a massive Disney Pixar animated movie fan, but I've got onto all of the Imagineering and the behind the scenes and the makings of and the whole thing of how the Disney parks came to be. And I reckon seriously, it's like a lesson in leadership and culture setting and visioning and imagining. So I'd be like, dude, I need to sit down and just extract things from his brain. He's sown a very amazing kind of vision that has continued after his death. And so I'm onto it. Walt Disney.
I like that one. What about, so going off that then, and this is a bit of a spontaneous one, what would be your favourite Disney movie?
Don't.
You can't make top, me choose. You can give us two.
That's a hard one.
The really, like the sort of historic kind of love is Lion King. But then there'd be a few of the more recent ones that'd be having a good old tussle. I'm a big fan of Tangled.
I love Tangled too. That's my favourite.
Yeah. I think I can relate too much to her personality. And maybe, no, see, I can't. As soon as I start to say one, I'm going to have to say another 7. I'm just not good at favourites because I feel like the others might hear me and then they'll be so like, I don't need to add disappointment to their life. Like, why not them?
That's all right. I feel like if you like Disney films in general, you're probably a fan of all of them to some extent.
For different reasons.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you what, if people aren't watching Disney films at the moment, I feel like they should definitely get on it because
The Imagineers. It's a Disney Plus documentary, and it's the whole thing of all of the development of the theme park. Get on it.
Okay.
Good idea. I'll put that on my list.
Guys, do your homework and watch that.
That's right.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we're going to start wrapping things up, but just before we do, is there anything at all personal or job related that we could be praying for you about, and any way that we can be supporting?
Yeah, look, both personally and in at the BUV support hub level, we're just prayerful to be responding to what Jesus is giving us in terms of opportunity for mission and ministry in this season. So I think, just to keep praying that he'll open doors. We're hearing some great stories of people making new connections with faith community in this time. So we want to be ready to respond to that. And I guess then for me personally, exactly the same, that I want to be ready to respond to any opportunity I have to use, to make the most of these circumstances, to have these unusual connections with people, inclusive of my new family member who'll be joining us as a way to just be Jesus and and model the love of God to people and extend the welcome of God to others. So yeah, for me personally and for us, I think as a church movement.
Perfect. We'll get on that straight away. And church family, I know that you'll be with us in that. And Kim, thank you for your time. All the best with your motherhood journey in front of you.
Thank you.
It's an exciting time. And stay safe, and we'll see you, fingers crossed, sooner rather than later.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Bye. Alrighty, and we're back to our vlog to end the church chats. So,
guys, give us some feedback on the vlog. Do you like it? Do you not? Give us some comments.
Yeah, we're not sure whether to keep doing it. So yeah, let us know because I like it. Anyway, so we gave you a bit of a tour of the church. We spoke to Kim, which was amazing, and we spoke about her favorite Disney movies. Back to Tangled. I think I might go back home and watch that. You reckon?
Yeah, I can't say I've actually seen it, which I'm...
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm sorry to all those Disney... I do love Disney, I promise you that, but...
Yeah.
Probably you can't beat Lion King.
You can't. It's true.
So what's your favourite, Lauren? You got a favourite movie?
Well, I do love Tangled. That's probably my highlight. I'm going to stick with that because she mentioned it. It's my favourite. But note to Jenna, please make sure Luke watches that very soon. But yeah, thanks for joining, and we'll see you guys next Church Chats.
See you then, guys.
Bye.